After 6 months of work, Special Counsel Robert S. Mueller III has indicted 2 advisors to President Trump and accepted guilty pleas from 2 others in exchange for their cooperation with his probe into Russian meddling in the 2016 election, a sign of mounting legal peril for the White House. With the guilty plea Friday by former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, one of Trump's closest and most valued aides, the investigation has swept up an array of figures with intimate knowledge of the campaign, the transition, and the White House. It appears to have swiftly expanded beyond Russia's interference in the campaign to encompass a range of activities, including contacts with Russian officials during the transition and alleged money laundering that took place long before Trump ran for office. And Flynn's agreement to fully cooperate with investigators suggests that Mueller is not done yet. Both Flynn and George Papadopoulos, who served as a foreign policy advisor to Trump's campaign, acknowledged lying to the FBI about their contacts with the Russians. Now, both are cooperating with Mueller, according to prosecutors, potentially providing evidence against other Trump aides. Mueller has proceeded with professionalism, deliberation, and without delay to build a case with a wall of substance, said Richard Benveniste, who was a lead member of the Watergate Special Prosecution Team. This plea today is another brick in that wall. Mueller has moved so swiftly that it has left Trump's team grasping for answers about how far the probe might ultimately reach. Along with Flynn and Papadopoulos, former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort and his deputy, Rick Gates, have been charged with money laundering and other crimes related to political consulting they did in Ukraine prior to joining Trump's effort. They pleaded not guilty. On Friday, the news about Flynn's deal broke after the regular senior staff meeting at the White House, startling top officials and leaving many feeling helpless. "We don't know really what is going on," said one advisor who speaks to Trump often and requested anonymity to describe private conversations. "Who's it going to implicate? What are they going to say?" Flynn's cooperation poses particular risks for the White House. Timeline: what Flynn copped to and what he didn't. Unlike Papadopoulos, who had minimal contact with top aides and met Trump just once, Flynn was a key member of Trump's inner circle, considered at one point for the vice presidential nomination. There have been signs for months that Trump was particularly nervous about the possibility of the investigation ensnaring his former national security advisor. Former FBI Director James B. Comey testified in June that Trump urged him in February to back off an investigation of Flynn. Their one-on-one conversation in the Oval Office came 3 weeks after Flynn was interviewed by FBI agents and lied about his foreign contacts. If anyone on the campaign coordinated with the Russians in their efforts to interfere with the election, Flynn would probably have been aware. Court documents filed Friday show that Flynn did not operate independently in his contacts during the transition with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak, which he then lied about to federal agents.